Jang, a tapestry of life along the river Chenab. Emerald fields stretched as far as the eye could see, kissed by the golden rays of dawn. The air, thick with the scent of jasmine and freshly tilled earth, hummed with the promise of a new day. Laughter echoed through the narrow, bustling streets. Children chased stray chickens, their tiny feet kicking up dust. Women, adorned in brightly colored shalwar kameez, gathered at the communal well, their chatter as rhythmic as the clanging of their silver bangles. The annual spring festival was upon them, a celebration of life, love, and harvest. The heart of Jang beat a little faster. Marigolds and roses adorned every doorway. Delicate fairy lights twinkled, casting a magical glow on the expectant faces. The aroma of spicy samosas and sweet jalebis filled the air, tantalizing taste buds. Excitement crackled like electricity, painting smiles on the faces of young and old alike. Here, the daughter of a wealthy landlord stood on her balcony. Silks and gold adorned her, yet her heart felt heavy. She yearned for something more than the gilded cage of her existence. Her eyes, the color of rich, dark chocolate, searched the crowd below, seeking a kindred spirit amidst the throng. Across the teeming square, Ranjha, a humble cowherd, stood mesmerized by the spectacle. His simple tunic and weathered hands spoke of a life lived under the open sky. His eyes, deep and soulful, reflected the vastness of the Punjab sky. A flute, his constant companion, hung by his side, silent for now, but yearning to sing the melodies swirling in his heart. His gaze, drawn by an invisible force, met Heer's.
Here.
Heer, a prisoner of her lineage, felt an unfamiliar flutter in her chest. Ranjha, a nomad at heart, felt his soul stir. Their worlds, poles apart, collided in that shared glance. It was the spark of recognition, the unspoken language of the heart. Heer's life was a tapestry woven with threads of duty and societal expectations. Her every move was orchestrated, her every action judged. Yet beneath the layers of silk and societal pressures beat the heart of a dreamer, a soul yearning for freedom. Ranjha was a free spirit, unbound by possessions or social standing. The earth was his home, the sky his roof. His flute sang of love, loss, and longing, echoing the emotions he kept hidden beneath his rugged exterior. He possessed a raw, untamed beauty that spoke to Heer's soul. Their differences were as stark as the sun and the moon, yet they were drawn to each other like moths to a flame. In a world governed by tradition and social hierarchy, their love was a dangerous, forbidden bloom, a single seed of longing planted in the fertile ground of their hearts.
Here you are like the moon in my night sky, distant yet so close to my heart.
Under the watchful gaze of the moon, they found each other. Hidden in the shadows of ancient banyan trees, they shared stolen moments, each encounter a precious jewel. Heer, escaping the confines of her gilded cage, discovered a freedom she had never known. Ranjha's flute sang for Heer alone. Its melodies, filled with yearning and unspoken desires, wove a tapestry of sound around them. They spoke of their dreams, their fears, their hopes for a future that seemed impossible. Heer recited verses that flowed like honey, her words echoing the turmoil in her soul. Ranjha, in turn, poured his heart out through soulful melodies, his flute singing of a love that knew no bounds. Their words, their music, became the language of their love. A love born in the cradle of moonlight, nurtured in the hushed whispers of the night.
Here, every note I play is for you, every word I speak is for us.
Their love, hidden from the world, shone brightly in the darkness, a beacon of hope in the silent embrace of the night. Word of their clandestine meetings spread like wildfire through the village. Whispers, laced with disapproval and thinly veiled threats, followed Heer like shadows.
The weight of tradition, of societal expectations, pressed down on them with suffocating force.
Ranjha is a stain on our family honor. We cannot allow this to continue.
Heer's parents, blinded by their social ambitions, saw Ranjha as a stain on their family honor. Their disapproval was a chorus of condemnation, echoing within the high walls of their sprawling haveli.
Heer, you are forbidden from seeing him. This is for the good of our family.
They forbade Heer from seeing him, their words like daggers piercing her heart. Ranjha, branded a trespasser on forbidden territory, was ostracized. The villagers, their judgment fueled by centuries of ingrained prejudice, turned their backs on him. His presence was met with scorn, his love deemed an affront to their rigid social order.
He's a pariah. His love for you is a mark against him.
Yet he refused to let go. For in here he had found his soulmate, his reason for being. One moonless night, under the familiar shelter of the banyan tree, their sanctuary, a chance encounter changed everything. A shadow lurked in the darkness, a silent observer to their forbidden exchange.
Here we must be careful. The village is talking.
It was Heer's uncle, his face contorted with a mixture of fury and disgust. Their secret was out, exposed by the venomous whispers that had poisoned the village well.
Their world, carefully constructed from stolen moments and shared dreams, crumbled around them. The revelation hung in the air between them, heavier than the humid night air.
Heer, what have you done? The family's honor is at stake.
Fear flickered in Heer's eyes, the weight of her family's wrath a tangible presence. Ranjha felt a coldness grip his heart, the premonition of loss a bitter taste on his tongue. Their sanctuary had been violated, their love laid bare before the unforgiving eyes of society.
The consequences of your actions, once a distant rumble, now thunder at our doorstep.
The consequences of their actions, once a distant rumble, now thundered at their doorstep. Heer's family, shamed and enraged, acted swiftly and decisively. Their solution, as cold and calculated as a chess move, was to marry her off.
A wealthy suitor from a distant village, oblivious to the turmoil in Heer's heart, is a worthy match.
Tears flowed freely, a river of sorrow that threatened to drown Heer's spirit. Her pleas fell on deaf ears, her parents' hearts hardened by societal pressure and the fear of scandal.
You are but a pawn in this game of power and prestige. This marriage will restore our honor.
She was but a pawn in their game of power and prestige. Ranjha, his heart shattered into a million pieces, was powerless to stop the impending doom. He was a pauper, his love deemed worthless in the face of social standing and wealth.
The injustice of it all claws at me, leaving raw wounds that refuse to heal.
The injustice of it all clawed at him, leaving raw wounds that refused to heal. A bridge of lies was being built, brick by agonizing brick, separating him from his beloved. Each passing day brought Heer closer to a fate worse than death. A life devoid of love, a loveless union that mocked the very essence of their souls.